Welcome to the Bogart Effect, a wealthy wisdom podcast. Please see important disclosure information at the end of the presentation.
Well, and then I think it's also too what you're mentioning is well, then how do we invest some of these funds too? Because you just laid out a couple of different sources of ways that I could take cash flow for my portfolio. Is it the most efficient to take it from X source or the Roth source? Well, if I'm early in retirement, probably not.
Yeah.
I may want to consider that to grow tax-free as long as possible. So because of that, I have a greater time value associated with those funds. The other assets that I'm pulling from, that's where my financial advisor, my financial plan says, hey, this is more ideal. Well, then I want to have those investments, like you said, whether it's 6 months, a couple of years, or just in an investment portfolio that is just generally more conservative. It doesn't withstand the greater ups and downs, the volatility that the markets can bring.
Well, and just to kind of real quickly use an example, I'll use my mom, right? She recently retired from the government and she was Social Security age, right? So all of a sudden now, and she's done, I give her every bit of credit. She has saved, later on in life, started saving and has done a really nice job of socking away a nice nest egg. But she made the decision to retire and, she's got a government pension, right? She's got a Social Security paycheck too, right? And then all of a sudden we're building out the plan and it's like, that's actually in her case because of what her expenses are. Yeah. And I'm not going to name her age because she'll get mad at me. But she's Social Security eligible. But she's definitely at a stage of life where those two are covering 70% of her, better than I do actually, but about 70%. So the portfolio doesn't need to produce that level of income or cash flow for her because she's got those dedicated income sources coming in. Yeah. Whereas I had a client recently retire at 55.
The previous presentation by Bogart Wealth was intended for general information purposes only. No portion of the presentation serves as the receipt of or as a substitute for personalized investment advice from Bogart Wealth or any other investment professional of your choosing. Different types of investments involve varying degrees of risk, and it should not be assumed that future performance of any specific investment or investment strategy or any other non-investment related or planning services, discussion, or content will be profitable, be suitable for your portfolio or individual situation, or prove successful. Neither Bogart Wealth's investment advisor registration status nor any amount of prior experience or success should be construed that a certain level of results or satisfaction will be achieved if Bogart Wealth is engaged or continues to be engaged to provide investment advisory services. Bogart Wealth is neither a law firm nor accounting firm, and no portion of its services shall be construed as legal or accounting advice. No portion of the podcast content should be construed by a client or prospective client as a guarantee that he or she will experience a certain level of results if Bogart Wealth is engaged or continues to be engaged to provide investment advisory services. Copies of Bogart Wealth's current written disclosure brochure and Form CRS discussing our advisory services and fees are available upon request or at www.bogartwealth.com.